Hey everyone, the Talking Dads podcast is brought to you by Little Scholars Early Learning Center. Whether your family needs infant care, a preschool program, or before and after school care, Little Scholars' highly rated Step Up to Quality programs provide quality early childhood education at an affordable price. Visit www.littlescholars.net to get in contact with an enrollment specialist and schedule a tour of any of their 5 Lake County campuses. Here's the deal. Talking Dads fans are getting a little bonus. Mention that you heard about them through our podcast, and when you tour, and you'll receive $25 off of your registration fee. Again, that's Little Scholars Early Learning Center, where children learn, play, and grow together. We are also brought to you by Pub Fredo Gastropub. Pub Fredo was voted Best Gastropub in Cleveland in 2019 by Cleveland Magazine Silver Spoon Awards. We love Pub Fredo. Their menu is chef-inspired, always pushing the limits of traditional pub fare. The other night I had a burger, I believe it was called the Pub Burger. It was incredible. Cooked perfectly. It was amazing. And you won't have a problem pairing your favorite item on the menu with their great selection of local craft beers, crafted cocktails, and of course, an amazing bourbon and whiskey selection. I went with the Bullet 10-year with my Pub Burger. All of this in a cozy, fun, come-as-you-are atmosphere. You can check them out at pubfredo.com and on Facebook and Instagram at PubFredo Gastropub.
We are also brought to you by Marky Fresh Barbershop in Mentor, Ohio.
Bro, I love Marky Fresh.
It's the best, isn't it?
Dude, I get cut there like every 3 weeks. My kid gets cut there every month
Every
and a
now and
half or
then.
so. Month and a half, 2 months, something like that. They do such a good job.
The environment is phenomenal. Everybody's awesome there.
Can I tell you a secret? I don't
Please.
even give a shit about the haircut. It is so much freaking fun going there.
Just to hang out.
Yeah. I have such
Just have a good time. Every time, man.
Yeah.
You
But
get caught.
They
If you
do.
want to be in there, they're fast.
Oh, yeah.
Their whole app, everything,
Oh,
booking to get in,
so
it's so
easy.
convenient and easy, but you get caught up
Oh, yeah.
because you just want to hang out and talk with these guys.
You know what the word is? Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
So many shenanigans.
You don't want to leave.
It's so much fun. But honestly, they do a fantastic job.
They really do.
I look way better when I leave than when I get
You
in there.
really do.
I know.
So, yeah, Marky Fresh.
Yeah, book at markyfresh.com.
Book, get in, stay fresh.
What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Talking Dads. So this week's episode was supposed to be just Steve and I, and that's how it got started. But as you just heard, we have a new sponsor of the podcast, Marky Fresh. And so Marco decided to show up, and apparently if you're a sponsor, you can do that. So we put some headphones on him, got him a mic, and we talked about a lot of different stuff. We talked thermostat control, we talked some Halloween events, things like that. So we had a really good time. Make sure you check them out at markyfresh.com. Check us out. Give us that 5-star review, and have a great weekend.
In a world where moms continue to dominate parenting authority and a father's role is minimized in society, 2 dads take on the toughest parenting topics on a weekly basis, all while drinking bourbon. They are the Talking Dads.
What's up, man?
Nothing. What's going on with you?
Same old, same old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just hanging out. And tonight, obviously, you notice it's just you and I.
It is just us.
So that's always
which
fun.
We haven't done in a while, which is nice. But we are the Collab by Notion.
Yes,
Beautiful
sir.
Downtown Willoughby.
That's where we are.
And we're here for just a good old-fashioned podcast, just the two of us.
It's a beautiful fall night.
Yeah, it really is.
You know, it was a great day today. You know,
Great
just a
fucking day.
Great fucking day.
Yeah, man. So the wives are out with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
They went to...
Yeah, I don't know.
it's like a Halloween or fall light show.
She told me the name several times. I can't remember it, but yeah, they're gonna be pretty cool. The kids
Yeah.
are excited. I hope they stayed awake on the
Yeah.
ride. So they left around
pretty late.
8:00.
Yeah.
Their whole thing didn't start till like after 9.
Yeah.
if I remember correctly. So hopefully the kids stayed awake.
I'm sure they did. They're together.
They're probably just all. I mean, they were so excited to do the whole thing tonight.
Which they might sleep in tomorrow.
You want to talk about sleeping in?
Sure.
Well, I know you and I talked yesterday. You were like, "Hey, can I bring the kids over?" And I'm like, maybe.
yeah,
I'm like, yeah. First, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
bring them over. And then I'm like, oh, I forgot. they might be going to my mom's house for a sleepover. And then it was falling through. I'm like, hey, you guys come over. You're like, all right, cool. I'll pick up a pizza. I'm like, all right, cool. As soon as you sent that text, it was like 5 minutes later, my mom calls me and she's like, okay, we're go. Mila and Mary are coming over and bring Sam and Ben over. I'm like, God damn it.
It's all good.
So, but yeah, to go back to sleeping in, Liz and Chelsea had gone out last night with the girls, and my boys slept at my mom's house. So I got home around 7:30, put the TV on, and I just relaxed.
That's amazing.
And it was so quiet. It was really weird, actually.
Was it?
It's been a long time since no one's been home. It's just me and the dog just hanging out. And then Liz left for work this morning at around 7:30, and I slept till 9 o'clock.
Oh, that's amazing.
Uninterrupted.
Oh.
No one telling me, like, waking me up to make breakfast. Nothing.
Chocolate.
And I'm talking, I miss those days. But yeah, I mean, like, I just woke up and I was like, now what? Hanging out. Like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, I don't have to rush over my mom. She hasn't texted yet, so I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to ask how things are going. Right. Like, get your ass over here because they're going crazy.
Right.
So I did talk to her eventually, and she's like, kids went to bed around 10:30.
Ooh.
And then woke up at 5:45.
Oh, my.
Oh. Mary woke up. She had like a nightmare or something. And sure enough, Ben and Sam are like in the morning.
Yeah.
I feel like especially on the weekends.
Right.
It's like a hair trigger, man. Like they'll wake up to.
Well, especially they're all together.
Yeah. Oh, they were so excited, man. They had a blast. So that was the day, the morning I get to sleep in. So I feel fantastic. Great. I feel like I overslept almost.
Sometimes that's good though.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was great. So that was what we did.
Nice.
And then today, we've talked about the Halloween setup.
Yeah.
I put it off until today.
Yard looks great, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah, you were over. You saw it.
Yeah.
Put the grave.
I mean, I helped.
Yeah, you did help me with the fence. You showed up at the perfect time. Ian shows up. I'm working on this shit for forever. And then Ian shows up as I'm putting like the little fence out in front. And you pushed a few stakes in.
Yeah.
That was nice of you.
Did you say steak?
No, I said mistake.
See, now you got me all, now you got me all excited.
So when you went to go pick up the pizza, by the way, I forgot to tell you this. The kids came out. So Ben and Sam ran outside real quick. And Ben tripped over one of the grave or the headstones or whatever you want to call it, tombstones. Yeah. Trips over it and falls into that fence that I put up and just knocks over like knocks 3 of the panels off. Then he gets up and he goes, oh, and then he walks back in the house. I'm like, thanks, asshole. I'll take care of this.
Worth it.
He walks out in his socks, just filled with black mulch. I'm like, oh, sweet, man. So I'm sorry, I went on a rant there.
It's all good. No, your setup looks great, man. I mean, you always bring your A game every single year for holidays, especially Halloween. I feel like Halloween and July 4th are your.
It's my go-tos.
You're
right?
really.
I love Christmas, but it's pretty basic for me.
Yeah.
I don't go too crazy with Christmas. I don't want to overdo Christmas.
On a normal dad scale, your Christmas setup is hot. I'd give it a 8.5.
I appreciate that. That's
on a Steve scale. It's more like a 7.
Yeah, some people are into those like, and I don't have a problem with. Maybe I do.
Sounds like you do.
I'm not against it. Okay, that sounds. Maybe how do I put this without? It's not for me. Like the inflatables.
Oh yeah.
Not big into those.
You know what my problem is with the inflatables?
Yeah.
They are really difficult to store. Because think about it, especially the ones for like Christmas.
Yeah.
You have them out, they're getting snowed on.
Mm-hmm.
And so then when it's time to put them away, it's typically when all the snow's like
melted, it's just soaked.
And so they're just soaked, and there's no good way to dry those things out.
Not in the winter
they
time.
Get all dirty.
Get some mold on them or something.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it just seems like more hassle than it's worth.
So I will say this, as against inflatables as I am, I bought one last year.
Oh.
Okay. But here's the deal. I set up, and I got this idea from you. So the playset, I put lights on the playset.
Yeah.
So in the backyard, no one could see it. I have the playset done up, and then I have Mickey Mouse, a Christmas Mickey Mouse, sitting where the swings would usually be.
Okay.
So that's the one I bought. Not putting in the front yard. Not for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, my neighbors across the street have their inflatables, and the kids absolutely love them. They think they're the best thing ever. But it's just not for me. I like a good classic. What are those bulbs? The bigger bulbs.
The
RC or the something 9
T9 maybe? No, not T9.
sounds sweet. T9 does sound pretty cool. Is T9 the old text messaging?
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Got the T9s up there. Got a bunch of old flip phones
something.
and it's something 9 R9 or whatever. Anyway, I have the big bulbs.
Yeah,
and keep it pretty classic looking.
Nice.
I don't get too crazy.
No, you do. You do a great job. Again, for a normal person's standard, it's about 8.5.
No. Yeah, here's what I see myself doing down the road when it comes to Halloween. I see myself being like one of those people with like the animatronics and all that shit in the front yard. I see myself doing that one day.
We went to the Spirit Halloween store today. Just me and Gibbs.
Did you go to the one in the old Toys R Us?
Yeah. So Chelsea took Sloan to gymnastics this morning. And Gibbs is like, well, Dad, can we go do something cool? I'm like, you know what? We absolutely can.
It's October.
So I have resisted going into the Spirit Halloween store up until now.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, it's a good idea. Let's go and check it out and see what he wants to do for Halloween. So, of course, I'm not mad about it, but he wants to be Mario.
Okay. That's something to be.
Found him a cool little setup. Like, it's all fine. He's 5, so that's normal, right? I am excited.
I want to be Mario and I'm 35.
They have him up there for
Thank
adults.
you. Well, there we go.
Maybe actually, he told me he wants me to be Luigi.
It's kind of awesome.
Which I might do.
I would.
But no, so we're going in there. Of course, we get in there, and at first, the kids section is to the right,
all the way to the right. Yeah.
And so we went straight there, and he found his costume in 3 minutes.
Oh, and even take a look.
I'm done. I don't want to see anything else. I'm like, dude, look at this place. Look where you're at. Let's go walk around.
Yeah, check it out.
And so in the center, they have all the the crazy animatronic things, and it has the little
pad you step
on the floor that says stand here or whatever. So I'm doing it to him, and he's not getting scared.
Yeah.
Which was very shocking to me. Maybe just because he knew they were coming, but there were some really good ones.
I'm telling you, man, I walked in there. So Sam didn't really care. Ben was pretty freaked out.
That clown right when you walk in.
I mean, okay, so let's paint the picture real quick. You walk into the main entrance, and then you have the brick, it's an old brick looking shit, and then they have the flames that are blowing with the fan, which is pretty awesome. But then they have those animatronics that are pretty terrifying. You have that insane clown up front.
That clown.
I'm not a big clown guy. I don't really care.
Scared of clowns, the movie. It didn't really bother me.
I just don't like clowns. But I mean, they're just weird.
Just not my favorite thing in the world either.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that one's fucking creepy.
It is pretty creepy.
So, yeah, and then you have all the other ones, and there's some really creepy ones. Did you see the soul, the one where the big
on the corner,
and he's holding the girl?
Yeah. Where he's taking her soul.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's fucking scary for anybody. I don't care who you are.
How much that thing costs?
Oh yeah,
it's $350.
So funny story about that. I saw somebody that we know. He walked in after me. He was unloading his daughter from his car as we were leaving, and then they go in, and then I see on his Facebook a few hours later that he bought that and 2 other ones. I'm like, that dude spent a solid $800 while he was there. Those things are expensive. See,
all right, let me ask you this though: how old was his daughter?
Probably 4.
All right, so I mean, it could be a solid investment then. If
because
he's going to
using
keep
it,
doing it up,
and that's what I think.
Next 10 or 15 years,
keep collecting them.
Sure,
that's what I think. I think that when I said that, I think that I'll start doing that. I think what I'll probably end up doing is buying something each year.
Yeah, I think that's the way to do it.
Just buy, kind of just splurge and just buy. I almost said splurge and buy just one thing each year, and then kind of just start building your collection up. Now, the reason I'm against it at the current time is that I just don't want to. I don't have anywhere. I don't want to store it.
Yeah.
When I think about my garage, the amount of shit I have to store, my garage, I go up in the rafters there, and I have the Halloween stuff, and then I have the Christmas stuff, and it's
dude,
Liz bought a wreath that's the size of this freaking table the one year, and she goes, "Hey, I got this. We should put this on the front window." I'm like, what am I going to hang it with? Am I going to shove a nail through the siding? I'm not doing it. So that thing just goes on the fence in the backyard. But it's just those things that you accumulate over the years. So once I have the storage for it, then I'll do it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we're doing building our new house and everything. And we spent a lot of time on storage.
Yeah.
Because it's the same thing. Like my wife, you know, we love doing the Christmas thing, and the problem that I always have is unorganized storage to where I don't know what's what, where it is, and I plan on having a very solid setup for storage in
at the new place.
Yeah, at the new place.
Yeah, for sure.
Where I know where everything is, and it's just like,
well, so now
as one season ends, you put stuff away, you get the new season stuff. Like,
do what you did for the beginning of your move. So the way you did it, and I'll explain this, is you bought those bins. So you have the black bins with the yellow tops.
Yep.
Which I invested in a few of those that are fantastic.
They're really great.
So it's funny too, because like when I first started helping you move, the storage unit was so organized. You had they were all in place, and each one of them had like a piece of paper on the front, and it was labeled to what it was. And then towards the end, it was like, "Hey, where do you want me to put this one? I don't give a shit. Just throw it in the corner, whatever." I'm like, all right. But it's funny though, like that amount of stuff you had. But the nice thing is when you move into the new house, and you could use those bins for all your storage.
That's exactly.
Then you'll know exactly what's what, and that's the goal.
Dude, when we were getting ready to move, I went to the store and I had like a bunch of cardboard boxes that I was going to buy. You know, we had a bunch of like ones that we had for other things, and I got some from a friend who had just moved. But of course I needed more, and I was going to go buy more cardboard boxes. I was like, you know what? No. Right now I'm going to start investing in these stackable totes.
The stackable totes are phenomenal.
That I can label, and that way we're in our basement, we're only finishing like half of it, and the other half is going to be storage, and it's going
like utilities
have,
and all that shit.
Yeah, it's going to have nice shelving to where I know where everything is. It's all going to be organized. Like
that's
old that's like what's really getting me excited about building this house, but
it's true though, because it makes life so much more simple.
It really does. Like right now, Chelsea was like, "Hey, I need you to go get all the Halloween stuff," and I'm like, "Yeah."
You know what?
It's buried in storage.
Yeah. She really wants you to get it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you about your Halloween stuff, by the way. What'd you do with all those skeletons that you had? You had like 5 of them. Remember you had them like climbing on the house that one year?
Yeah. I think they're gone. So here's what happened. So the first year they were on the house, and we had some windstorms. And so then like by the end of the first year that we had them, I think I had 2 complete skeletons.
Oh, it's broken heart. Those things
there was legs gone. There was hands gone.
The thing about those things, I was telling my brother this at work yesterday, because he's like, "Hey, Liz bought like 3 of these skeletons." I'm like, "Where the hell did you get them from?" Because those skeletons, like the life size ones, are like $35 a piece.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way we paid that for them.
So I picked up one off the shelf or off one of those little hooks at Lowe's, and I pick it up, and it was a smaller one. I'm like, "That's $15. You know, the kids like it." I pick it up, and its arm falls off. I'm like, "Nope."
So that was
Fuck
the problem.
this.
That was the problem with ours.
They fell apart.
They fell apart. Like I remember being up on the roof and taping them to the house.
No, you had them zip tied in some part.
Well, that's what I had to go through, is zip ties, because the tape wasn't even working.
Yeah.
And yeah,
it was a cool idea. I love that idea of them like climbing up on the house. It's pretty cool.
She already said that she wants that for the new house.
Oh, good luck finding them. So my mom found like these smaller size ones, and they were like $10 a piece. She got them at Dollar General actually, and the qualities, they're phenomenal. They're heavy duty. They're just, the quality's there. The ones I found at Lowe's, just garbage, garbage. So,
all right, well,
off season, yeah, find them.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to
do it.
Find them out. But yeah, I'm excited for this. Can't believe we just talked about storage for that long, but like storage stuff, of all that kind of holiday season stuff, because there's just
you're looking
so
forward to the
much of
storage. I like that.
Well, and the problem is like every single season, she goes out and buys something, and she's like, "Well, we needed something for this spot." I'm like, "Well, what about that thing that we used to have?" "Oh, we haven't seen that in 2 years." "Oh, well, it's
down there.
Somewhere.
It's down there. It's in the basement.
It's there somewhere."
Yeah, I'm not looking for it, but it's there. Trust me, man. I know. So when I went and bought those storage bins, we started pulling everything apart and reorganizing everything, and it's amazing. I'm finding stuff that I haven't seen in years, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I forgot about that."
Yeah, I know. I get it.
So yeah, that's that.
Yeah,
storage is good.
Yeah, but the front looks great. I didn't really look in the backyard. Did you do anything in the backyard for Halloween or no?
So the kids busted out some stuff like 2 weeks ago, and they started decorating the back. And I told them, I go, listen, we're not going to do any decorations until October.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you guys could do the backyard around the patio, but that's it. So the backyard was kind of decorated, but I moved everything up to the front today.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, it looks great.
So
I'm here to tell you. Once you get you're gonna put the fog machine out.
damn straight.
Obviously.
So what I have to do is I have it all figured out to where I'm going to do. Yeah, we have a visitor.
We've got a visitor. Stand by.
Stand by, please.
By.
Go check it. Oh.
You know that, right?
So, weird thing happened here.
Yeah, really weird.
This asshole decides to show up
Yeah, I was just at the brewing company.
during just decided to show up in the middle.
Yeah, it was,
Dude, were you traveling in time?
Yeah, Disco Inferno night. It was crazy, dude. Couldn't even get in.
Wow, line out the door, huh? Line out the door. Well, it is accurate because it is 10 o'clock.
No, what's weird is there was no line.
And you were the only person in there?
And you still couldn't get in.
I couldn't get in.
Was there a bouncer or you just decided not to go in?
Door was locked. But it was like crazy, dude.
Well, so Marco shows up from the brewing company
dude,
after the concert, and he decides to slam on the frickin' door
Still
like
out
a
there clubbing, boys.
boy. Still got it.
Still clubbing, you know. Still beating up the beat.
How so?
Well, you start real low.
Oh, here we go. You know what? We're gonna stay away from that, and then you work your way up. So Marco shows up as we're recording our
solo podcast.
our solo, just the two of us and our duo, and this guy shows up and knocks on the door and decide, you know what? We do have the equipment.
We've got the equipment, and here's the thing: as the this little bit of breaking news here, as the newest sponsor of the Talking Dads podcast, I feel like Marky Fresh owner, founder, creator, namesake,
The genius behind Marky Fresh
can come and talk to us whenever he wants.
He can. He's always welcome. He's
It's not
always
actually in the contract, but you know.
Yeah, but you know what? He's
We'll
always
allow it.
very supportive. He's always helping us out.
Oh, yeah.
He's always coming up with some good ideas.
I feel like I'm the cameraman, too.
A lot of times you are.
Yeah, and you're a great cameraman. You know, we're like, hey, we need to make this video. Let's go have some fun and make a video. What do we need? We need Marco.
We can always count on Marco.
We need the genius
I gotta
behind the
I gotta
camera.
shoot the dads. I mean, they can't shoot themselves. You know what I mean?
It's true.
Sometimes they need a little assist.
We do, and
is true.
we always welcome, everything that what you put into it, and what the advice you give us.
Yeah.
You're always good about that. We need another
Perspective.
You need another perspective,
Another angle.
another position,
You know what we needed? Another Marco.
another Marco,
Dude.
and we got it tonight.
Or Marco.
Marco. The Marco.
Yeah.
So anyways,
Did you comb your beard? Does
Did
it
I-
looks like? Did you?
of course he did.
It looks glorious. Is it fresh?
Is
Is it Marky fresh?
after I get out of the shower, Steve,
Tell
I'm
us.
soaking wet, obviously.
Paint the picture.
but
Please do.
I blow dry it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hit it with a brush. Yeah, I'm in there for 40, 45 minutes. Blow drying. No, probably like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You,
I don't.
Okay.
Although I will say this: whenever I leave the shop, and so Biff normally cuts me, and he blow dries
Wow.
the shit
He
out of
blows
my
dry.
beard,
Yeah.
and
He
it
blows.
looks amazing when I leave.
yeah.
And then the next day, it just looks
Back to
haggard again.
just
You know what? The mask. If you put it on a mask
Dude, it
afterwards,
crushes
and then,
it. We
Yeah.
need to come up with. I'm surprised actually there hasn't been any marketing towards masks for dudes with beards.
But what can you do though? So if you get the
think there
gator,
is
the
just, like,
gator
neck
is gonna
gaiters, yeah.
be like it's gonna push it this way. If you have a regular mask, it's gonna push it just like
That's what-
underneath,
yeah.
and then it's. I mean, what do you do?
The gator
problem
feels
that
like
needs
I'm
to be
being
solved.
Oh, you know
choked
what?
by
Here
a-
you go. Are you guys
what?
ready for this?
What?
Oh no, I don't know how much we'll cover. But if you have it to where it's like to about here, but the strap goes underneath, so you can pull it underneath your beard, so it's underneath. So you have that support where it's pulling underneath
So my
there.
beard's not getting corona.
So it's like sticking out still,
like one
right?
of those surgical masks.
Yeah.
that is just like. So
Could
it's
you
got a
just
little-
wear? Can you just wear like a face shield?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I mean, you look crazy,
Yeah.
but I've seen some crazier outfits. I've seen some crazier masks out there.
Yeah.
Marco, we were talking about storage.
Yeah, we were talking about storage.
Marco, we were talking about
Let me save,
Halloween
let me-
decorations.
Hey, let me save you guys. Storage.
Listen, I feel like.
Hey,
how do you feel about storage?
Is your
hot
audience
topic.
falling asleep right now?
A dad will want to sit here and talk about some lawns and some storage.
Yeah, your audience is like, oh my God, get back to the fucking storage.
They're like, hey man, how about?
Who is this asshole that blow dries his beard?
Yeah. So I get out of the shower.
What kind of labels are they using for those bins, man?
Get close to the mic.
Bins, man.
They're murderers. The bins that we have are murderers,
They're
man.
just killers, man.
We really do have some solid bins.
We have some great bins. They're solid is an understatement.
Listen, you want to rate something for the price, the value on those things, the cubic feet storage.
Fuck bourbon. Just
This
get
guy.
into bins.
Let's get this. You want to talk
Let's
bins?
do a bin review.
You want to talk about bins? This has to do with
should.
bourbon and bins.
Ooh.
They're bourbon bins.
Oh yeah.
So I
actually.
helped Ian move his bourbon, and I'm like,
It's no small
it's a lot of.
task.
No, it's not. There's two of us that take
How
this at
many
a time.
gallons of bourbon do you own?
Good mathematical equation. So how many bottles do you think you have?
160 or so?
160 bottles.
Yeah.
160 bottles. And how many?
750 milliliters.
Get on that, Marco. You got it? I know you can do this off the top of your head.
You're from Italy.
You know how long that's going to take me to fucking calculate?
Yeah.
What's that thing?
Ooh, you do have a phone.
So
Yeah, you're right. But
so we had to put all those in the bins. We had to take them up, put them in the truck, and we stacked so that we moved him to his apartment.
Mhm.
What do you think? 3 high?
They're 3 high on one side, 2
high on the
there's
other.
5 total.
These things are so sturdy, man.
Yeah.
So sturdy.
Dude, and I've been
I'm
checking
feeling
them.
good about them.
I've been checking them.
I was
though.
worried about it.
They're not,
Heavy duty, Steve?
dude.
Heavy.
They're
duty.
heavy duty. I mean, you got some weight in there.
Can you stand on it? Like, if you wanted to? Say it's like packed to the brim. Would you?
With my bourbon in there, I wouldn't do it.
No,
just to
no.
be safe.
Yeah. Do you like stuff pillows in between the bottles? so they
Some
don't
like
shatter?
wrapping, some bubble wrap and stuff like that.
Bubble wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plenty of
you-
bubble. Do you have like?
I mean, I went and bought some.
oh, all right.
You don't have a supply of
You don't
bubble
have a
wrap at your
bubble wrap
house?
guy?
I don't have a bubble wrap guy.
You don't have a bubble
Maybe you
wrap?
should get them, man.
I've never-
Listen.
These days,
I got you.
I've never needed bubble wrap. Can
you
guys
know what
believe
though?
that?
If you need a guy, we know a guy.
Yeah.
All right. What's his name?
Yeah.
Where's
So
that?
anyway,
Low?
Hey, don't divert my
Lowe's,
question.
you know Lowe's, hell of a guy, man.
You guys a bunch of Lowe's boys or what?
Yeah, I'm a low.
You know I'm a Lowe's guy because I can walk to it from my house.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. I'm a Home Depot person.
All right. Should I get into my Lowe's versus Home Depot?
Yes.
All right.
Sure.
Here's the thing.
Let me hear it.
Let me
It's gonna be.
Sounds stressful.
let me preface this with
It is.
lately, Home Depot has changed their ways and they've earned my business back.
Wow.
So I'm not as completely
you
loyal
hear-
to Lowe's
You
as
hear
I
that,
used
Home
to
Depot?
be. To their credit,
Yeah.
they made the changes that were necessary.
What were those?
Yeah. What are the changes they made?
Like,
All right.
what earned your business?
Okay, so here's the deal.
okay.
I am not a vet that scouts around for free meals and, whatever.
Yeah.
Having said that, one of the great things is that Lowe's and Home Depot have always offered 10% off to their veterans.
Yeah, we just did that with Marky Fresh.
Oh, really?
By the way, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You got a veteran account or you got a
It's not an
commercial
account. It's just a discount at the checkout.
Yeah, the commercial account. Yeah. So same thing. Basically, what they did is they said veterans, on a single, not on a business account, can earn the same discount or have earned the same discount as their commercial customers. So that was always great, 10%. So the problem is Lowe's. You go in there, you check out, you could have $2 in your cart, you could have $20,000 worth of appliances and flooring, and they don't give a shit. Like whether it's on sale or not, they don't care. They're giving you 10% off the top, no matter what. No questions asked. I'm like almost to the point where you could probably fake it and they wouldn't even care.
I feel like a lot of people do that.
They might now, not really anymore though, because so what Lowe's did now is they have a My Lowe's card, and you register online and they check your credentials, and so as long as you have your card, they scan it. Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
10% off.
Yeah.
Can it be faked? Sure. But anyway, never had a problem with Lowe's. Home Depot, on the other hand.
Oh, the neck crack happens. You know it's go time.
All right, so here's the situation.
Brace yourself.
This is getting
Home
stressful.
Depot, depending on, this is a couple years ago, depending on which Home Depot you went to and which person was checking, being the cashier, they have this like book and what is an acceptable form of ID. All right, so
Yeah,
so I have my state issued ID has a armed services insignia on it.
Yeah.
And then I have my VA card, which is pretty cut and dry. Like
that's what it is.
veterans, whatever. At some point, so what they were not good at is using common sense. And if you didn't have exactly what was in the book, they would just straight up deny you.
Okay. Yeah. They were just following the rules.
Right. Following the rules. And I understand that.
Yeah.
So what happened is there was a period of time where the VA got new ID cards. So if you didn't get the new ID card, they wouldn't accept your old one. Home Depot wouldn't.
Yeah.
And so it was one of those things where, did I want to spend half a day at the VA to go get a new ID card? Nope, I'll just go to Lowe's.
Yeah.
Not a big deal, right? But you could still get away with it sometimes.
But then again, you're like, well, do I want to risk it? Do I want to go shopping for an hour?
Right.
Get what I want to get, and then be like,
Right.
oh, I'm not getting my discount, so why not just go to Lowe's all the time?
I definitely recognize that, like, had I spent the half a day, gotten a new ID card, no problems, no questions asked, it would have been fine. But I didn't do that. And at the time, we were doing, so this was a couple years ago, we were finishing my basement. And so they had this flooring at Home Depot that we wanted. It was a good price, 10% off, made it even better price. So I go into Home Depot, load, I can't remember the exact number, but it was like 40 boxes of flooring onto a flatbed. Roll my happy ass and got some trim, got a bunch of other shit. Roll my happy ass up to the thing, and this old lady is there, and she started ringing it up. It's like just under $5,000 worth of material.
Sheesh.
I get up there, and I was like, so I give her my veterans card. She's like, oh, that's not the right card. I can't accept that. I'm like, can you talk to some? Because at the Chardon Home Depot is typically you could always get away with it.
Did you turn into a Karen?
Kind of.
Let me speak to a manager.
So I was like, hey, I understand that. Like, I have my state issued ID. It says armed services. Is there any way that
What
you can
else
talk?
do you want?
That's what I mean, though. That's where the problem is. I'm not making this shit up.
Right.
What else do you need?
So I'm like, is there a manager or something like that can verify it just for this one time? I promise you, I will go get a new ID.
Yeah.
She goes, no. What this ID tells me is that you didn't do enough to earn a discount. I go, excuse me? She goes, yeah, you must not have done anything.
Oh.
I
What do you mean?
I've literally, the only time I've ever really lost my cool in a store, I said, well, fuck you then, and rolled the freaking thing in front of her station, and I left. I walked out of the store. I left $5,000 worth of shit.
$5,000.
And I left, and I went to Lowe's, and I got a product that I didn't want as much, and I got my discount.
Yeah, that's messed
I don't
up.
mind, and again, I knew that I didn't have the right thing. There was no attempt, and she didn't have to be a complete bitch about
You could always say it a little differently. You don't have to be like, you didn't do enough. Oh, yeah? Okay. You're right. Wow.
Ouch, man. What a savage.
There are some people, though, in customer service that are just, they have to be just
Dude,
ridiculous.
I didn't walk into Home Depot for probably 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Refused.
I get that. How that would
The
be
disrespect of it.
Yeah, I get
so
that.
that'll deter you from something.
So now you're back.
I'm back because they have now accepted the Ohio state license with the armed services insignia, which I had at the time.
That should have
They
been
now accept
that should have been
as
the thing in the first
acceptable
place.
Form of
Question is that just your driver's license?
ID. Yeah.
Okay.
There's just a little thing on the bottom that says it has like an outline of Ohio and it says armed services.
And it said that before
pretty
too,
cool.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what ID could fake that?
Right.
Like,
I got a guy.
you got a gun?
I got a guy.
Oh. I was like, dude, Jesus Christ, man. Well, I don't have any money on me. I just got, I don't have anything.
You better find some money, Steve.
We got a few bottles of whiskey here. You can have. There's a nice couch they just got.
I'm taking the couch.
There's a few
I'm
TVs.
taking the couch.
We got some water.
Yeah.
And the thing is like, after a couple of years, I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
It's not really a Home Depot issue. Well, it is. It's a training issue of, hey, let's use some common sense here.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I was really pissed at that one person.
But that's enough.
And it was enough. And the other thing is I had other options. Had I not had other options, I had, okay, fine.
The other thing is, hey, don't take your job too seriously, right?
Right.
I mean, that's
Right.
Hey, he wasn't in the big war, okay? Maybe your husband was in World War II, and he wasn't in the big war, so he can't talk because he didn't do enough when he was over there in Iraq.
Right.
So, you know.
But yeah, so I was Lowe's only for a few years, and then
Made your way back a little bit, huh?
I did make my way back, and it was, I can't remember what it was. It was a thing out of necessity. Like they had a sale on something. I think it was actually for the daycares. That I went and I was like, fuck it. Like, it's a good enough price. I'm just going to go in there. I'm going to buy it.
Whatever, yeah.
And I went in there, and actually the kid was probably like 22, something like that. He goes, hey, you kind of look like a military man. You got a veteran's card? I'm like, yeah, but you guys don't accept it. He goes, what do you got? And I just pulled out my ID, and he goes, it's good enough for me, bro.
yeah.
That's exactly the way I would be as
you just met the wrong person.
Exactly.
That's what it is. And but that's sometimes
Maybe
that's
she was
enough.
having a bad day.
Maybe.
Who knows?
She had a
Some
worse day.
people,
Who knows?
Yeah, it's like now I got to figure out what to do with $5,000 worth of material that we got to put back into stock.
Fucking boxes of flooring are heavy, too.
Yes, Cindy.
And she goes, "Hey, call Timmy up here. He needs to clean this shit up." Next.
It's probably some poor, like, reservist or something like that. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, I got to take orders from this bitch.
He's like, "Ugh, here we go again. Fucking Tammy."
But that's my Home Depot bitch.
I got it.
And
So-
again,
So
since then, I haven't had a problem.
you're in between, right? So you're at a place where you live where you could go to either place,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
So for me, I'm like Lowe's. It's convenience for me.
Yeah.
So it's right
Right,
there.
that makes sense.
Now Home Depot, I will say they have a great selection for rentals, renting equipment. Now I've used them for stuff in the yard. I used the sod cutter, which was phenomenal. I used the floor sander for Ben's room, which was glorious. I've used a bunch of other things too. I mean, I get a little excited about the, the stuff in the yard and the house.
What
but
about the new? What about the new guy on the block?
Menards?
Menards. What
I've
about
only been there once.
I haven't
I'm not a
stepped
fan.
foot. I haven't
Not a
stepped
fan.
foot in there.
I went in there the one time and I went into their lumber area and the survival, like the whole thing, like about the zombie apocalypse type feel.
What?
If you go in their lumber yard,
Yeah.
like that's the spot, man. You want a spot to have during the apocalypse,
Really?
dude. It's all completely enclosed. It's massive. Have you been back there?
No, but we've talked about
Where we would go?
where we would go if
Because Gander was over there.
Gander was the place.
So here's Diamond Center in general.
Yeah.
You pull in there. All right, you got a movie
Oh,
theater.
you're set. You got
You
Sam's
have
Club.
you have Sam's Club.
Yeah.
You
You got a
have
blood bank.
got a blood bank now. Good to go
It's
there.
been there for a while, right? Like, didn't you go donate blood?
You
over
know
there?
what else you have there?
BioLife.
DQ. Double
Flamethrower
cheeseburgers.
burgers?
Oh,
No,
brah.
flamethrower burger.
Oh, brah.
You gotta get the chicken fingers.
Well, yeah, naturally, but the flamethrower burger.
Yeah, flamethrower
Don't
burgers are
sleep
solid.
on the cheeseburgers.
No, the cheeseburgers are phenomenal. They're charbroiled burgers, man.
so good, bro.
So you got Dairy Queen.
All right.
You got Sam's Club,
Yeah,
Home Depot,
yeah,
Gander Mountain. You
Yeah.
want your ammo and shit.
yeah.
Get your survival shit in there. Then you have Menards. Then you have a huge apartment complex back
Yeah.
there.
You also have over there. You have the Brewmentor.
Oh, yeah.
you
Brewmentor.
can
You
go
can
get some
start
beer.
brew-
You can get
start-
all your stuff to make your own beer right there.
We could brew some beer. We could do all kinds of things. A lot of people might go there. We just gonna overpower one.
Oh, one.
Damn it, dude. Hold on. I'll be right back.
You're so short, dude. There we go. Speaking of Gander
Yeah, what's up?
and guns and such. So I thought my moving safe days were over. Right? You heard this story.
I did.
I had to move a safe last weekend.
Oh, really?
My neighbor has a safe, and he's like, well,
Well, you helped your neighbor.
he goes, hey, man. He stops over. We like to talk about each other's lawns.
Of course.
It's a thing.
As you should.
Yeah, of
It's a
course.
thing.
Yeah,
So he's a
no.
grandfather. He's got grandkids, and his lawn is beautiful.
Yeah.
So, we talk about lawns every now and then. We meet like across the street. Like we stand there, we yell across the street to each other.
Yeah. You guys
Hey,
have to,
Dan, lawn's looking great. Steve, those lines, I'm like, what do you use? So anyway,
By the way, you know that's 100% true, right?
I bet.
it is 100% true. So he goes, hey, man, what are you doing tomorrow around 11 o'clock? And I'm like, the Browns game starts at 1, so nothing. He goes, all right. Do you think all right. He goes, do you think you could help me move a safe into the basement tomorrow? I'm like, safe can't be that big. I'm in. Yeah. He's like, all right, cool. So he goes, so I'm working in the yard, and he comes over. He's like, hey, you want to help me real quick? I'm like, yeah, sure, real quick. So I tell Liz and the kids, I'm like, I'll be back in like 10 minutes. Get in the backyard, and he goes, hey, I'm going to go grab what's his face from next door, or his neighbor. He's like 25 years old. He's a kid. You know, he's like, I'm going to go grab him. I'm like, all right, perfect. Let me go try to nudge this off the back of the truck a little bit. So it has like these little feet on the bottom. Yeah. So you can kind of grip them and pull them a little bit.
Yeah. Like the shipping feet. Yeah.
So I grab it and I start pulling on it. It doesn't fucking budge. I'm like, this thing's big. It's heavier than your safe.
Ooh.
It was bad.
What are you trying to say?
It's better than yours. So anyway, I know that was
safe needs a diet.
No, I'm saying you need to get a new safe, but I'm not moving it ever again. So I thought, like, I was done moving Ian's safe. We've done that how many times? A few. 3, 2, 3. 3. It was in East Lake.
See, that's a
East
job.
Lake
into
to
East Lake to
Concord, and Concord to the new house.
Concord to my parents' house.
To your parents, and then
Parents to Concord 4 times.
So 4 times I've moved this safe.
See,
And this time he's like, I hired somebody that got it taken care of. I'm like, yes, I'm never doing it again.
a safe is a job for a moving company.
It is. I've had my finger ripped off by that safe.
It's not worth it, man.
No, it's not. Well, this should have been moved by somebody. So bottom line is we get to the steps, we get in the house, and we get to the top of the steps, and he's standing there. This guy had knee replacement surgery last year. And he's up there and he's got to control the whole thing. He's going to have to, the weight's on the people at the bottom. So like the 2 of us are going to hold it as he nudges it down each step. I go, Dan, you're not going to be able to do it, man.
Finished basement?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, you're not going to be able to do it. I'm like, why don't one of us go up there and, hold the top and control it? He goes, all right, who wants to do it? And I'm like, nah. No. So I don't say anything. Kid doesn't say anything. I'm like, silence.
Awkward. Silence.
I go, I'll do it. Fuck.
Stepping up to the plate.
So I step up to the plate. I get to the top.
Steve's the leader.
I got to do it, man. So I grab. So it's a dolly, and I have the handle and then the 2 little wheels. So I have to hold the handle. So I'm holding it with one hand, and then I have to push it down each step.
Yeah.
So each one has like one of those transition pieces.
Yeah.
So it's like a little hump that it has to get over, and then it drops. But every time it drops, it smashes my arm. And then it smashes. I'm trying to change positions. So if I let go of this fucking handle, I'm losing my legs.
Yeah.
Because it's slamming down on my legs and it's chopping them off.
Right.
And you know how it is now. We're 35, 36 years old now, right? 36.
Yeah.
So you start to think about things a little bit more. Like when you're on a roof or you're doing something, you're thinking of like what can go wrong. I'm like, this is bad, man. We're halfway down. And I'm like, every step it goes down, it gets 10 times heavier, 10 times worse. Every time it drops on my arm, it hurts 100 times more. So we get down to the bottom 3 steps, and I'm like, I can't move it. Like, I can't get it over the next transition. We stood there for a half hour trying to figure out what the fuck we're going to do. I go, I can't move it. They're like, we can't do anything. It's like the thing shifted off the dolly to the left a little bit. We had a dolly with a ratchet strap around it. Yeah. But every time it hit a step, it kind of shifted.
Yeah.
Dude. So we came up with a plan. We figured it out. We got it into the basement. Bottom line, when I left there, I was in pain. It was so bad, man. It was the worst experience ever.
What is it, like an extra $50 once you buy a new safe? Like, hey, they'll move it in for you. Something like that.
Well, it depends on where you buy it, maybe. I don't know.
Usually they have like that kind of deal.
If this dude ever decides to move, I go, you need to just rip the house down and pull it out with a fucking helicopter because you're not moving it. And it's staying with the house. You're not moving that safe ever. Dude, it is a sturdy safe. Like, this thing was unbelievable. He has 2 other safes down there. I'm like, why did you have to get another one?
What's he going to keep in that safe? The recipe to his fucking great lawn?
He might.
You might have to break in, Steve.
I was looking.
Your lawn's looking like shit.
If it's do you want to know something about?
What?
Yeah. You might want to keep that recipe. Its lawn's fantastic. It's immaculate.
You think I didn't look for it when I was down there? Damn. You don't think I was like surveying his garage when I was over there? I'm like, what kind of this guy got? I mean, is he like using this aside? I'm like, what kind of like, is it turf builder? What has he got going on over here? I don't know what the hell he's doing. He uses the steps. How many steps are there? Like 5, 6?
I'll tell you what, he uses Scott's lawn service at night while you're sleeping.
Son of a bitch. See, I haven't figured out the times for the turf builder yet, man. Bottom line.
He's got an irrigation system underneath the lawn.
Yeah, he's like,
He
yeah.
only turns it on at night.
He's like, he comes out at like 3 a.m. He's like, I already
coast
sleeping.
is clear.
It's time to go.
He's got an airplane that crops it from.
Yeah, he's got crop dusters that fly over. That plane was really close. Did you hear that? It was nothing.
Steve.
It's probably one of those kids in those damn street racers again.
Road's closed. Pizza boy, find another way home.
Fool's riding a Honda 2000.
Monica.
Ja Rule's best role of all time right there, man. Monica. Yeah, so that was my weekend. So bottom line,
Yeah,
the
dude,
next
that's
3 days
rough,
after that were bad.
Yeah.
I haven't done any type of physical activity, so I'm weak anyway.
Always-
I was sore.
Always tell people you're busy. Always. You gotta have the.
If I didn't help him,
When I was
if I
moving, I was like, "Hey, can anyone help?" And like, you were immediate to say, "I'm busy." Were you not really busy?
Was I?
Two.
Wait, damn it! What is that like?
No,
Are
I'm
we
just
keeping score?
joking. Yeah, we always keep score.
that's 2.
It's a common thing around.
Yeah, so I know I should have said no, but if I didn't, he would have been dead, or his house would have.
So you got a good conscience.
You gotta.
Here's the thing:
You
he
gotta
can't.
you gotta weigh out your
Dead
options,
neighbor,
Steve.
my lawn will look better. Actually,
You fucked up.
maybe I should have let it go.
Just
That thing would have still been sitting in the bed of his truck if it wasn't for us, for me and the other
All
neighbor.
right. So when I moved, when we sold my house, I knew that I had to get movers to move my safe. Because
Thank God you
number
did, man.
one, I wasn't about to ask that question, and then number two, I didn't want to have to do it. So I happened to have an opportunity where my sister-in-law was moving, and they already had movers there. And so I was like, hey, ask those guys if they want a couple bucks off the clock, you know, just shoot on over to my place. Cool, no problem.
No questions asked.
So it's, I don't know if I've told the story before or not. So it's these two dudes. There's one dude that looks like a fucking Samoan, like, lineman, like an offensive lineman.
The
Just
Rock.
Big dude, like strong. Like, I'm like, all right, we're good. So he's the one that gets out of the car first. The next kid that gets out of the car looks like, I don't know,
Kyle,
skinnier.
skinnier
Scrawny.
than
Like,
Kyle.
so scrawny, man. Like, I was like, okay,
See, they got this shit down to a science, though.
right.
You know,
That's what I thought.
They know what they're doing. They're movers, right?
So
done it a million times.
Oh,
So-
safe? Why not?
So I had to
Been
move
there.
a safe,
Safe
in,
with
in
us.
my
I don't know which button it is.
safe and a treadmill. I was like, those are the two things that I really don't want to mess with.
Yeah.
Whatever. So
Yeah, I know that.
yeah,
Damn it.
it's good.
done.
So they got the treadmill out first, took it apart, got it upstairs, whatever. Time to do the safe, and I'm like, hey, you guys have like your moving straps or something like that? He's like, no, man, we don't use that shit. We're pros. I'm
Okay.
like, okay.
Right off the bat, you're like, this is gonna be fucking awesome to watch. Right.
Did you offer help?
Yeah, I was like, well, do you want me to? He's like, no, man, we're good. I'm like, okay. So, remember my
Gonna need that torn
basement?
back.
Dude, it was $250.
Shit, dude.
Sheesh.
Yeah, but I was like, all right, probably worth it.
Okay.
250. I should have done yours.
Yeah, right. If you remember my basement stairs, like there was like a landing. So you go up one way, landing, come back the other way. And so they get up to the first flight or up to the landing, no problem. Make the turn, coming back, and it starts to get weird. Like I'm all the way at the top of the steps watching.
He's like, I don't want to fucking do drywall.
right.
Well,
So the big dude's under the safe with all the weight.
Yeah.
And the other guy is just kind of holding
Just
it. like
riding. Just riding.
was it laying down like on the carpet and they
No,
were
man,
pushing
they
it
were
up?
fucking picking it up.
Oh, God.
500-pound safe.
Dude,
Yeah.
savages, man.
And so the guy at the top, the skinny kid, at one point, halfway up the second flight of stairs, just fucking drops it, bro. Pins this dude up against the landing.
The Samoan guy.
Yeah. Cracks the drywall, like puts a big dent in it and shit like that.
Oh.
And
What's
like,
tough, though?
He is straight up pinned. And he's still got the whole fucking safe on him.
Yeah.
Like it's like balanced on one of the stairs.
I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, oh, it slipped. I'm like, I see that, but like, what's your plan here?
Ian's like, oh, Chelsea, what was that? He just walks away.
You're still recording, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Always be
I
recording.
felt terrible, man.
Are you good?
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yep, there you go.
Hit the switch.
Hold on, let me get this light on.
Yeah. Does that help?
Bring some studio lighting in. No, man, like I felt really bad for the guy, but
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. You're pushing that thing up the steps, and you're the one that's got to hold it and try. You know how it is when you're up at the top. So you're holding.
oh, it's tough.
And it's down by your feet.
And
You're
I'm
gonna
here
lose
tell you,
it.
like I don't even remember my safe. Like it's got like a not a glossy finish, but a nice finish on it.
Yeah, it's a little slippery.
So like the dude's sweating and like he just slipped and he just fucking let it go.
Yeah,
man.
there's nothing you can do. And at that point, there's nothing you could do.
I felt terrible.
You got to chalk up.
Yep,
Yeah.
and that's it. And then a hole in the wall, right?
Yeah,
You got to chalk
It
up.
wasn't
I like
too
to
bad.
use Coach's dry rub when
Ooh.
I
Oh.
use safes.
it's good stuff
Good stuff.
It is good stuff.
Grippy.
for the hands.
Yeah.
Oh, you use it for everything.
I used it in the gym.
Yeah,
And for wagging. When you do deadlifts,
Yeah. Yeah. Good. You know.
you know you can get that on
and
our
then you lick your
website.
hands. You can buy it on our website.
What?
If you didn't know.
Coaches, dry rub.
I actually never had it.
Really?
Oh,
Oh my god, bro.
get into it.
All right.
Get on it.
Hey, next.
Let me borrow your
Listen,
Traeger.
next. I don't have a Traeger.
We don't have Traegers,
We'll
bro.
buy one, dude. So
You
I
trying
can
to-
borrow it, dude.
All right, well, you have a nice grill out there at behind Marky Fresh.
Yeah.
Out in the back.
Yeah.
Next time you guys do a little barbecue action,
Little BBQ.
get some Coach's dry rub.
Yeah.
You won't be disappointed. Promise.
I will.
It's really good.
I'll try that shit out for sure.
It's really good, man. Mine's gone, so I need to buy some more.
I know. I just finished up mine. I got to buy some more too.
For deadlifts, of course. 'Cause, you know, I'm
and
working
moving
out.
safes.
So they finally bring it downstairs.
How do we do it?
No,
at
we
the-
got it upstairs.
Like, it was going
We were
upstairs.
upstairs.
Yeah, they're getting it out of the house.
You had to fix the drywall.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Was it really bad?
No, it wasn't too bad.
Drywall's. You know what? Drywall's not that hard to fix.
No.
to do.
It's not a great hobby
No.
to pick up.
I do it all the time, dude. I just kick holes in my wall just for the hell of it.
Okay, Kyle. Just after a 6-year of Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Code Red.
You know what? Yeah.
Just crushes Code Red and karate chops the fucking drywall.
So you guys don't then, or
Oh,
this is awkward as hell.
Yeah, maybe.
You do. You do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy. It's drywall.
Yeah, no, I know how to do it. Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah,
that's-
I mean, I've messed around.
with
You know,
drywall.
some cock.
You have. You have.
Gawk it up. Let it dry.
Dude.
Yeah, what's up?
Dude.
Yeah,
Nothing.
what's
I'm
up?
just saying. I'm just thinking
Hey,
about. I'm thinking about
congratu-
saves.
Hey, congratulations on your BR Armored win last night.
I did play some Call of Duty last night.
I couldn't join you.
Yeah. So Marco, why is that? Marco left the what do we call that? Our regiment last night.
Jinx.
Left us in the trenches taking grenades
Wow.
for a girl.
Why you get that weird look all over your face?
Is she still in the house?
What is wrong with you?
What's wrong with me? What's wrong with you? You're projecting.
little date action.
Yes, yeah, my former.
You could hear her in the
Ooh.
background. Oh, whoa, wait.
I was gonna say, how'd that go?
We broke up tonight.
Tonight? So,
Yeah.
do you want to talk about it?
What happened, man? Awkward.
So, you want to talk about it?
So congratulations on your win. You know,
Thanks, man.
I honestly wish I was in that fucking party so bad.
Yeah, you know what, man?
She was so pissed, dude. She was so pissed.
That you were playing?
Yeah. I'm like, come on.
It's the fellas. I can't leave the
Hey,
fellas.
The boys are dropping in.
Yeah, well,
I can't talk.
Yeah,
I've
you-
been out for a
yeah.
while.
Dude,
you were
it's-
on last week for a minute.
Yeah, I was. You know what? I sneak them in early during the day when I'm off.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
I need to sneak them in from time to time. Typically when, like last night was a perfect time for it because I was by myself all night.
Yeah.
And it was glorious,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
you know? So I got in and I dominated per the usual.
Yeah. But I love this new game that came out. We're talking about Warzone, PS4.
No big deal.
Your audience is
Oh yeah,
they're on
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. And,
COD for short.
dude, it's so much fun. I can't wait to get back home and play it. I'm
You gonna play?
tonight,
You gonna play? You
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
play?
gonna pick up sticks.
Maybe Ian will.
Later. Lots of fun.
Maybe I'll make an appearance.
Dude, it's armored trucks, and you got a 50 cal, and you're just
Was
like,
it completely different like game mode?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but it's BR.
But it's BR.
BR, yeah. Anyways, yeah, we actually called it off tonight though. Back to the girlfriend, and
Really?
I'm back on the market. So
That's the reason why you came on, to tell everybody you're back on the market. For all the women, all the single women that listen to our show, Marco is single now. So
just a public,
and for all the wives,
Bold move, Cotton.
it is a bold move.
just a public
Plays out.
service announcement.
God, look at him. Look at the way he handles a mic. Ladies, that guy.
Hide your wives, dads, if you're listening, hide them. Daddy's
What happened?
Daddy's
bro?
back.
on the market.
What happened?
Dude, I
Was
don't
it
know.
because she got mad at you for playing video
No,
games?
it's- you know-
Is that the reason?
Wait, is that the reason?
It led
Did it
up,
play into
you know
it?
what? It led up to the conversation that we've been kind of dodging for a little bit. You know, it's kind of like the match that lit the fire.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a fucking really good analogy.
It was decent.
It was okay. I give it
I
a
mean-
6.5.
Yeah, it's for you. It's a 10.
10?
Yeah, for you.
For him, yeah. It's
I mean, that's a total score of 16. Off the charts.
It's on him. It's on the charts.
No, it's like,
No, it's not off.
like, ugh.
It's it's all right.
all right. So long time coming.
She lives in
type of
she,
thing.
yeah,
She lives in Columbus.
She lives in
Right.
Columbus, and you know, at least on the weekends. And at first, it's like this is the greatest fucking relationship I've ever been in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, because so it's
I like
it's
my
nice.
time alone. She
Yeah.
likes her, be in her bubble. And
Yeah.
it's great. So we see each other on the weekends, but you know what? It's just too much.
Gotcha.
Too much.
Okay. Well, hey, you know what? We're not gonna probe you here, unless you want us to. But we,
After the show, if that's all right.
yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
Get the couch. Get the casting couch over there. Well, can you imagine if they just got a black leather couch
We
and just
wanna
put it in the corner?
We want to see if you can work with a male talent today. So,
Yeah. We don't have any cameras set up or anything.
Right.
yeah. Turn around. Spread your cheeks.
Did a full spread, like literally. Oh God. So anyway, yeah.
I used to spread my butt cheeks for.
No, seriously, man. It was really weird. I had to spread my butt full spread. Oh, is that Talladega Nights?
Yeah, I used to spread my butt cheeks for Playgirl. Wake up. It's when he was in the coma.
Oh God. Well, hey, man. I'm sorry to hear that. By the way.
Yeah.
She was a cool girl. She was a cool girl. I met her. She was nice.
She is cool.
She was a fellow Slovenian.
I wish her the best with whatever she does. We're probably gonna be back together next weekend.
I was gonna say, man. And there's nothing wrong with that, dude. You know, just
She'll
kind
probably
of
be pregnant in 2 weeks. I'll probably be back on the show and
There you go.
future
Be a
dad right
be a
here.
Dad, yeah.
Is that why you came here today? Did you want to come up here today and be like,
Oh.
"Hey,
Wait,
man,
is this all coming together?
Yeah, is that why you're like, where can I put this out? Oh my God, I need to talk to the dads.
Yeah, actually, I mean, you guys are like my mentors.
Yeah, we're gonna help you get there.
My-
Yeah, you're screwed because you know what? I don't even think we're doing the right thing here.
I didn't even believe that when I said it.
I saw you look at the ceiling like 4 times. Like,
You guys are like my dad mentors. You guys are like the dads I never wanted but had.
you want to go?
know what I mean?
Hey, you want to go have a catch? I'll play catch with you, buddy.
Dude, how funny is that when Max says
Dude,
that
it's
to you?
so good. Have you ever been in there when me and Max start doing that shit?
No.
So Max he calls me dad.
Oh yes.
And so like he'll be like, "Hey dad, I brought my mitt today. You want to have a catch?" And I'm like, "Oh, not now, son. Go get yourself a real job and then we'll talk."
It's this back and forth in the shot, man. I love it.
It's so
That's the
good.
best, man.
And then he told me what day was I in there?
2 days ago, yeah.
Thursday, I think. Yeah. And no, Wednesday. And I'm sitting there, Biff's getting me cut, and he's about to do the beard, so he's got the straight razor out and everything. And so I had seen Max, and we made a couple jokes or whatever, and he goes, "Hey, by the way, I like my new stepdad more than you." It's like out of nowhere.
Kid is amazing. That kid makes me laugh more than.
Start cracking up, and Biff's got the
Yeah, he's got
fucking
the straight razor on
I'm
your
like,
neck.
Oh my god.
Dude, thanks for whispering that in my ear.
You know, it's funny. It's usually when the best fucking jokes come out when you're in that
yeah.
very vulnerable position.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like a lot of times when I
For
have
sure.
like the
Like,
hot towel on my face.
Not just like in a barbershop, like
Anywhere.
almost
Sure.
anywhere.
Sure.
You always get like that best, gotta say this moment. Doesn't matter what happens.
Yeah.
It is the best. And then you're going to get a great reaction from it just because
Oh, yeah.
we were all like kids when it comes down to it.
Right.
Like, you're like, you come up to me and say like poop, and I would just start crying, laughing.
Oh, yeah. Fart jokes are still funny.
Farts are funny. You could just fart, and I would start cracking up. Can you get one, by the way? Fart for me.
Dude, no, not right now.
He said he didn't have one.
Nice.
Doorknob.
No,
So
I do love that little exchange that Max and I have.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
He's a good dude.
he's a funny guy.
I wasn't going to go into this, but like as the newest sponsor of the podcast, I do have to say, like, it's so much fun going in there. I have
The environment there is phenomenal.
I have so much fun every time I go in there. Like, it's ridiculous. Like,
It
I
is.
spend way too much time in there.
That's the cool thing about Marky Fresh, man.
We
It's
try
like,
to keep you guys from not leaving.
well, that's the thing. Is,
Literally.
like, that's the thing, though. It's like,
we're having fun too. We're like, don't leave us.
I'll pay, and then like Bobby will be like, so
yeah,
what's going on?
But
I'm
you
like, dude,
hang out by the
I've been
where
here
you
for an hour.
you pay and then just hang out there
Yeah.
by the register for like another hour. It's such a cool place. Like the environment's phenomenal. You always have a good time there. It's just somewhere cool to just hang out. Is what it is.
Light, man. We're
You guys do it.
Everybody's
Everybody's phenomenal. Everybody does a phenomenal job. I've heard,
yeah.
you know, not only for any of us that have gotten haircuts there, but from anybody you hear from, it's all good.
Yeah.
I haven't heard a complaint. Everybody's like, you want to talk about a quality haircut? That's where you go.
Yeah.
Like, that's the best thing about the place. And just like the overall environment too is just cool to just hang out.
The environment for me is what kills it. It's like a cross between old school barbershop where, you know, you just want to hang out.
Yeah.
Like, remember that? Like, I don't know if I remember going with my dad to
Mike's or whatever.
Yeah, Mike's barbershop. And like, we would go there on a Saturday morning, and like, there's no appointments. So you're just waiting for hours sometimes. And everyone would just talk sports. Like,
Right.
whatever it was, whatever season it was, you would just sit there and you just talk with everyone. Like, all the old guys got their papers out and like, you know, whatever.
Yeah, that's a cool thing, man.
And it was fun. And so it's kind of like a combination of that, but then also
just new
like
school.
new school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, you got the TVs going with, you know, whatever. There's like trick shots going on over here, and then there's the news over here, and you know, whatever. But then everyone just like, there's so many inside jokes that just I die at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just so much fun.
It is a lot of fun, man.
Yeah. So
You got a great thing going over there,
yeah,
man. You got
great,
some
great
great
really good
barbers there.
job.
You got great people there.
Great barbers, man.
Yeah, for sure. You guys did a great job there, man. It's a phenomenal place to be, for
Thank
sure.
you. Thank you, boys.
I have nothing but good things to say about it, and I've heard nothing but good things from anybody that's been there. Like everybody always says how awesome it is. So definitely recommend going.
Yep.
If you haven't been there, that's the place to be.
And
Check it out.
actually, like
Yeah.
on the dad side of it, Gibbs has been going there since he was 2,
Mm-hmm.
I think, maybe even earlier. I don't know.
Yeah, I sent you that memories.
Yeah,
photo.
but I don't think that was his first one.
No.
He was
I don't
2
think so.
there, but they've all. So actually, I think Biff's the only one that has ever cut Gibbs, and he's always done such a fantastic job.
Mm-hmm.
So
My barber, there's only been 2 people that have cut my hair in the last, I want to say 12 years. It's Marco and Liz. That's it.
Yeah.
Only 2 people I've ever had cut my hair is like in the last 12 years is you two.
Yeah.
makes sense.
And
Liz is a phenomenal stylist.
She's good. I mean, and it's nice for me. And I wish like I would come up there a lot more often, but it's like, well, just do it in my kitchen.
I mean, yeah,
the
convenience.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
But yeah, but
Absolutely. I
if it
totally
if it
get
wasn't for Liz, I'd be there all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'd have to be. I know everybody there is phenomenal, but for some reason, even when you had that the first place you started at, what was it gym we went to?
Force.
Force
Sports. Yeah,
you just cut my hair there all the time too. That was like, yeah, man.
Oh, I heard there was a hashtag going around the shop the other day. Hashtag BBB.
Boom to boom. It's a double B.
Bring.
Oh no. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah. No, we're not doing that ever.
I was dying.
Yeah, they got it going.
I'll
You guys
fill
tell me
in.
after the show.
They love to bust balls, man.
Oh, my
And
God.
Oh,
that's-
the biggest
that's
ball
what's-
busting place you'll ever go
And that's
to.
what's so great about it, man. Because you got to take one on the chin every once in a while.
For sure. But everybody's a good sport there.
Back and everyone's just laughing. And it's just a great time. But
it is, man.
They're funny, man. They crack me up.
Yeah. Those are some funny people there, man. It's amazing. I love it.
What I was gonna say was just for like the dad stuff is phenomenal job on kids cuts.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Gibbs has been going there forever. I mean, it's been anything from like one time we were in there and Biff opens up his drawer of like tools and stuff like that because Gibbs was kind of like, it was one of his first times getting a haircut.
It's a little nerve-wracking.
Like pulls out a freaking bag of snacks and then, like Gibbs is just like crushing like animal cookies or something like that.
Which is, you know what that is?
Oh. Shit hack. It's true, it is.
It's all about distracting the kids with some snacks.
He got him to, and I didn't even think of it, but he's like, "Oh, hold on, let me do this for you." And this was 3 years ago, probably something like that. And so
he keeps it in the drawer for the kids.
Yes, for the kids.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
we've had
Biff.
Biff on the show.
We know it's all about
exclusively food, so
which is phenomenal.
Snacks on snacks on snacks.
Yeah,
that guy loves his snacks.
but I mean, you know, they're just awesome, and like I've seen them even in there with other people's kids. Some of your other barbers in there that just do a fantastic job.
I always see all the pictures on Facebook too, Instagram of all the kids.
We love the kids, man.
Yeah,
Trick love the kids.
Fresh love the kids.
Love the kids.
Fresh love the kids.
Oh man. So yeah.
So Marco,
what, Steve?
hey, got a question for you.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
Uh-oh.
Did you know about this?
No, it's nothing that crazy.
What's up?
Just want to know.
What's up, dude?
Tomorrow, the Browns play Dallas. Who you got winning?
It's football.
That's football. It's yeah, sports. I know you love sports. It's not. Hey, no. It's American football. It's not soccer. Not football.
I'm gonna try in like the best American football accent I can do. The Browns are gonna keep the streak going.
There he is.
All right.
I'll use my credit card. Sorry.
Yeah, I really do think they're gonna keep it going.
Really?
And,
All right.
All right. I like it.
I was feeling pretty positive.
The worst year ever, and the Browns go to the Super Bowl. I mean,
it could be. I mean, yeah. It's
if
tough.
it's gonna happen,
It's true.
it's gonna happen.
So here's the thing: is like I've started using that more now that the Indians are out of the playoffs, and I'm like, well, doesn't matter because it doesn't count for anything.
It doesn't count.
It doesn't count. It's 2020, so it doesn't count. I'm like, cool, you won. Well, good for you, losers.
Starting to take that back.
No, that's what I'm starting to think now because the Indians are out. So I'm like, now I'm saying like before, if the Indians won, I'd be like, it doesn't matter. They earned it. Like that was
right.
If anything, it was during
You see,
the
Cam
whole.
Newton's out
I saw that today.
for New England.
It's crazy,
COVID.
man.
Him and Donnie. COVID this week.
Yeah, COVID.
Yeah,
COVID is wiping. It's going through, man.
COVID's making its rounds.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Whatever.
But I will say this: I hope the Yankees win it all. Just because I hate to say that, but I just want
the team that beat us to win.
Because it's like, yeah, be like, see, that's why we lost. God, we fucking blew. Did you stay up for the whole game? Mm-hmm. Me too. It was so painful.
Went to bed at 1:45.
They're like, hey, we're getting our asses kicked. Oh, we came back. Oh, down two. Ooh, we took the lead. Oh, the fucking ninth inning. Fucking Brad Hand. God damn it. We're up by 1.
You know what though? I don't even blame Brad Hand.
No, I don't blame
You know
him
who
at
I
all.
blame for that whole fucking series?
Francisco Lindor.
No.
Sandy Alomar. Yeah.
And I love Sandy.
I love Sandy. I just don't think. Do you take Cookie out?
No.
No.
I leave him in. He let freaking Bieber go.
You're gonna put this kid in here.
Wasn't something going on with the coaching?
Well,
What's the big story on that?
so what happened was he's sick, man. He's been having health issues for a long
He's got
time,
like some gastrointestinal stuff going on.
and so he's been out all season. So
Probably farts or something.
there's nothing but
I think
gas.
it's a little bit more than farts, but yeah, generally.
Yeah,
I mean, farts will-
scientifically, it's probably farts again.
Yeah, medically, it's a medical condition everybody has is farts. So what do I have, Doc? Oh, farts. Oh, then I
dude.
can't. I'm not gonna do anything. No, then I better just not work for a while.
Give it to me straight, Doc. Well, you got a bad case of the farts. Hate to tell you that, but you do.
No.
Not the farts. Anything but the farts.
I never have. I have the farts, but
So no,
Yeah, I'm not taking-
He left week 2 in the season?
So a player was coaching?
no, he's assistant coach, Sandy Alomar.
Oh, okay.
who's a iconic player from back in the 90s.
Yeah.
He's been our first base coach for
A while now.
years, right?
Yeah.
6-7 years, something like that. And every year you hear like, oh, who's gonna be the next big manager? And it's always like Sandy's name always comes up.
Yeah, it's not happening.
He's a players coach. Like players love him, respect him. He does a good job.
Fans love him, obviously.
Fans, especially here, love him. So he had to step up and be the manager for the season.
Yeah. He was a catcher, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he did an okay
did a pretty
job
good
throughout
job,
the
yeah.
season. I mean, there were some ups and downs, but it's a weird year. You know,
sure.
had to deal with some crap.
You're always going to go through losing streaks. You're always going to
Yeah,
go through ups and
absolutely.
downs. But in a shortened season, you can't have it.
Well, and especially you get into a wild card playoff, and at least we got a 3-game series.
Yeah.
Right? But you got your ace, triple crown winner, Bieber, on the mound, game 1. He gets shelled.
You take him out. I'm taking him out.
You gotta take
I'm
him
taking him
out.
out. And I'm not just saying this now because it's past tense, but like with Cookie though, man, I'm not taking him out.
No, he's a vet.
You're gonna go in here and put this inexperienced kid in, bases loaded, no outs, and be like,
Don't
hey
wanna
man,
put
take
your
care of this
guys
for
in
us.
there
No,
in that kind of a shitty situation.
Logically, but then some coaches even think with, hunches.
well, it's true. I mean, Tito's done it. I mean, he did that with Salazar
Yeah.
that one year in against Tampa, and he just got shelled. Well, he didn't get shelled,
No.
but it was like that first that was like the first inning.
It was the
There was a
first
home
inning,
run,
he
and
got
then it was
crushed.
like it was just done.
Yeah.
It was like everybody was like, okay, it's over.
Wind was out of the sails.
Yep, it just happened, and that's what happened. I mean,
No, but you leave Cookie in, you maybe give up 2 runs.
yeah, you put this kid in here,
Let him get through
And
it.
Urshela
Let
was
him work through it.
just crushes a fucking
Dude.
grand slam. I'm like, yep, here we go.
That's what made it worse is Gio was
That's our guy.
that we didn't have room for.
Yeah, sports stuff, Marco.
I didn't watch the game, man. I was watching the debate.
Well, this was a different night.
Was it a different night?
No, it was the same night.
No, the debate was the debate was
the
game
next
one,
Yeah,
that
game
was,
one. Game
that was,
one.
and that game was unwatchable.
Yeah.
That was just
as
you're
was
right.
the debate.
terrible. Yes, but we won't get into that.
But no, I mean, why? Why would they? Why would they? Why would they do this?
What?
Yeah, it's sports, Marco. So Browns tomorrow, they're winning, right?
Browns are winning tomorrow. This isn't vodka; it's water.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
That's what you're calling.
Okay.
and that's the news.
Back to you.
Back to you, Steve and Ian.
All right.
Hey, in other news.
I got a
Yeah.
question from Marco.
Oh,
All right. So I know that you listen to the show.
all the time, every episode,
I don't miss
start to finish.
a single episode
Right.
for sure.
So one of the things that we love to do
Yeah.
is we talk about dad hacks.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you,
Ooh.
not being a dad, what do you think would be a good dad hack?
From a non-dad.
Or,
that's
or maybe like
yeah.
your experience, like maybe something that your dad taught you or did
Oh,
to you
yeah.
that was like, oh my God, I always remember that.
Get a job.
Early
Yeah. Yeah. Always have. I mean, like work.
work.
Okay.
So starting. So like to build on that a little bit.
Yeah.
Like so, like when we were younger.
Mm-hmm.
I know a
My
lot of
dad's
us.
old school.
Yeah.
He's,
Well, I mean, a lot of our parents are. So like we were doing some type of work early on, as far as like mowing someone's lawn, mowing the neighbor's lawn for like
Shoveling
$20,
driveways.
shoveling driveways for a few bucks. You know. Yeah. I mean, that's a good way to teach a kid to
yeah. I think there's
get,
so
just
many
get
lessons.
some responsibility.
I think there's so many lessons to be learned just from working.
I
think
can't agree more.
I think you kind of cover a lot of things
Sure.
from earning, knowing the meaning of a buck.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Understanding that you just went through whatever, 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours.
Respecting other people's.
Yeah.
Well, that's good too. Like
stuff
get into
Right.
like a customer service job, for example.
Yeah.
I think a great place for a kid to work, and you see it a lot. These kids that work at, for a good example of this would be Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You want to teach kids to use manners, to have great customer service,
Dude.
and it shows you how important that is. Using manners and just being having good customer service in general, it goes a long way.
So far in life.
It gets you so far in life, and that's something my grandparents pounded into our brains from day one once we were little. Like there was, old school. I guess maybe old school. It should be the golden rule.
School.
It should just be what it is.
Yeah.
It should be school, but that should be what it is. Using manners is going to get you somewhere.
Yeah. Absolutely, and that improves your social skills.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Talk to people. Have social skills. Yeah, it's very important.
Allows you to take criticism.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me do this real quick.
Allows you to having.
Dad hack.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. So working allows you to, become trainable, coachable, and that develops into playing sports. It develops in future careers.
I think it allows you to get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
For sure, being in a situation like
where
that,
you're not at home, you're not safe. Not that you're not safe, but you're not in like your secure little.
Your
bubble
parents aren't telling you to do it. You get your
everything.
boss telling you what to do. You have somebody else telling you what to do.
Somebody else giving you instructions.
Outside of school,
you have expectations that you have to meet. You have to talk with a customer. Like you're not comfortable,
Yeah.
right? And so it's good to put kids in those situations.
And I'm not saying tell your 5-year-old to go get a job.
No, but when we were legally ready to get jobs, I think all of us from day one, we hit high school, and it's like that first week of high school, we were all out there getting jobs.
Yeah.
You're 15 years old. Now it's time to go work.
Yeah.
And we did. And I think that's great for all of us.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still do that like in a small portion when they're kids, like,
Oh, for sure.
Put your toys back and you get a reward. You know what I mean? So it's some type of work.
Yeah.
And that goes with like
an
just
accomplishment,
doing your chores and getting an allowance or
and to a goal.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So and that's a life lesson.
That is a life lesson.
I like it.
Yeah, we talk about kids getting jobs and doing things like that and learning social skills. Like I think social skills nowadays are kind of, and I don't like to blame it on technology because technology is a great thing. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of benefits through that, but at the same time, it's an easy out for people. It's an easy out for parents to be like, go play with your iPad, go play your video games, leave me alone because I need my quiet time.
You know what? I see that a lot when I have kids come to the shop.
Just hand them a phone.
They give them the iPad, and
we're all guilty of it.
Then they go and then they sit down and they play on their phone.
Yeah, right.
Because the parents are, and I don't care who you are, and this isn't just our age group. This is every single person.
Yeah.
Our parents, grandparents, our kids' grandparents are the same thing. They have the technology right there, and there's just endless shit to do on your phone. Mm-hmm. It's terrible. So I saw this thing the other day to get back on the our dad topic too, or to stick with it, I should say. Someone was saying like showing your like signs from your kids that they're telling you what they need by their actions. So for example, if your kid is climbing all over you and needing some type of attention, you probably notice that a lot more when you're on the couch or something playing on your phone. Your kids are like talking to you like, Dad, I need this. I need you to come here right now. I need you to do this. Or they're climbing on top of you and you're just like, yeah, not now. I'm checking my social media. You know what I mean?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Those kids need that attention. They're telling you that through their actions. They're telling you, hey, I need you to pay attention to me. Get off your fucking phone and look at me. Play with me.
Do you think more children today are being neglected because of social media?
I think it's easy to be distracted as a parent. I don't think there was as many distractions back then, like back when we were kids, because there was. I mean, Ian's a huge proponent of like the whole phone thing, which I am too. I love everything that goes that you could get from it.
I'm a proponent of good parenting in your situation and not blaming a device or an action, but rather blame
yourself.
Yourself, right?
Take accountability.
So here's what I would say. Do the phones and the iPads and the laptops and whatever else make it easier? Maybe. But I can tell you this. You can talk to, we've talked to several dads here that can remember when they got home from school, they did whatever. Dad gets home from work. Dad sits down at the table with the paper for 3 hours. I got to read the paper. That's what I do when I get home from work. I need my time to relax. I need to crack a beer. I need to drink my coffee. Whatever it is, it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Whether
it's all
whether you're
self.
scrolling on a phone or you're reading a paper or you're, there's people. I mean, there's healthy things too that are considered to be healthy that is still neglectful of your children. Like if you have to go on a run every day when you get home from work. And look, I'm not here to tell you that's bad. What I'm here to tell you is like, as long as you have everything in balance and it's working for your family, good on you.
Yeah.
That's an excellent perspective. Yeah.
No, it is for sure.
It doesn't matter what it is. It could be lifting weights. It could be scrolling on your phone.
Wow.
It could be
Yeah.
going out to your garage and tinkering in the garage. It could be in your workshop doing some woodworking. Whatever
Picking up
it is,
extra hours at work.
it could be working
Right.
late.
Yeah.
All of those things are what's important to you, and that's okay. But if it's taking away from you being a good parent, then you need to reevaluate what's really important, and then make that decision of how you move forward. And I'm not anyone to judge on what's good or bad. I mean, I'm certainly guilty of working extra hours. I'm certainly guilty of, scrolling on my phone, whatever it is. I'll be doing stuff for the podcast and be like, Dad, Gibbs has said to me before, can you take a break from Talking Dads and can you play with me? And I'm like, dude, you're absolutely right. What is really important?
I think if you are doing that kind of stuff, yes, if you notice that your kid says, hey, can you come do something with me? Then okay, just drop it.
And again, to your point, like whether they're physically like saying,
Well, yeah,
speaking to you, or they're climbing all over you, whatever it is, like that's communication.
that's
right?
them. That's them telling you like, hey, I need the attention right now.
Yeah.
And like we said before, we've had a guest say this. There is a time for all that kind of stuff too. Whether it's like you said, lifting weights or doing all that kind of shit that you want to do. Your family doesn't miss you when they're sleeping.
Yeah.
So go ahead and do that shit when they're sleeping, and then pay attention to them while they're awake, and do what you have to do. Come home from work, and it's as hard as it is to come home some nights. You're exhausted. You don't want to do anything, but you, as a parent, as a husband, you need to do your family thing.
Yeah.
Put the shit aside and then go do what you have to do as a parent. Bear down and get that shit done. Put your kids to bed and then go play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where the time comes
I
in.
saw something, there was a meme
makes
or
sense.
whatever
Yeah.
that said, it's like dad law. And it's like, no matter what time it is when I finally get my kids to bed, I will stay up no matter how tired I am for 2 to 3 hours to watch TV or play video games or scroll on my phone because I need that time for myself.
That's your decompression.
Right.
So yeah,
So
sure.
we learn to
I'll play my video games or I'll watch a show or whatever. But that's my kids get to bed at whatever time it is, and then I will stay up till midnight and have my time.
Yeah.
Right. That's where I have my time is after they go to bed, and that's when I do it.
And look, again, like that's kind of the same thing that works for me. Like I pick up my kids from school, I go home, I'm home alone with them for a few hours. Chelsea gets home, we do family time, we do dinner, we do baths, we do bed. Once they go to bed, I go back to work. Like whether it's the daycare stuff or I'm doing podcast stuff or if I'm just watching TV, whatever it is, like that's my time. And, Chelsea's always like, why don't you just go to bed earlier? You're always tired. And I'm like, number one, there's things that I have to do. I choose to spend that time with the kids when they're awake and after school and talk to them and things like that. Now, don't get me wrong. Are there times when
You have days.
I really need to get this stuff done. Let's watch a movie tonight. Like whatever.
Everybody has
Fine.
a day, but
But I actively try.
Yeah, the big picture there is it's
There's no
focusing on
perfect
the-
answer. Just-
right.
No, there isn't.
Right.
Now, rewinding a little bit and going back to your question about the phone, yes, it does help out to distract you. There's a lot of distractions with the phone, but I don't think it's like Ian said, it's not like an excuse. I think the blame is on the person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, we've all hung out. We'll sit somewhere together and we'll just sit there and look at our phones the whole time, which is why we love this, because we can't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, this
Yeah, it's okay.
you know what it is? It's it's called FOMO.
It's 100%
It is.
true.
because
It's
you're
instant gratification, right? Like we're so used to having instant gratification now of, oh, someone just posted something or whatever. Like if there's a game on,
How many likes am I
I
getting?
need to know
Yeah.
exactly what the score of the game is right now. Like
I have to know. I have to know it. You have to know
It's
it.
not gonna change.
I need to know the weather.
Right.
What's the radar look like? Is there a storm coming?
What's that Doppler looking?
You know, it's true.
Did anybody touch my thermostat?
Don't get me started there. This is the season where the thermostat's a real
See,
fucking
the
issue.
the problem is,
let's go around. What's your thermostat at right now?
so it's off.
It's off.
So like this time of year, it like keeps it at a perfect temperature in my house.
Move.
So it's like 68 degrees in my house at all times right now,
Oh, that's great.
which has been phenomenal. But so when it comes to wintertime, the house is 68.
It's a lot of faith in the elements, though, bro.
Well, I take a look. I'll look at it.
You just put on an extra blanket.
I like being cold at night.
Me too.
Ian's wife likes to be warm all the time.
That's gonna be a nightmare.
Dude.
Yeah, this guy. That's why he has the basement.
Just sleeps with a fan.
But right now he doesn't have a basement.
You know, I'm not a fan sleeper. I'm an AC sleeper.
Yeah.
Fans?
I have a ceiling fan, so
Well,
that's
we're not
on all
allowed
the
to have
time.
fans in the house, so.
Does Liz like a
Liz
cold
likes
room?
Liz likes to keep the fan on while we're sleeping. So summertime is going to be around 72 to 71 degrees.
It's all right. Yeah.
Wintertime is 67 to 68.
I think 71 is like the best sleeping temperature.
Oh, it's good. But wintertime, 68.
It's a little warm.
68
71.
No, 71.
Where you at? 68?
Yeah, 68.
for the air conditioning.
Yeah.
68 all
You're
year.
allowed to turn it down to 68?
We keep it at 70. Again, once the kids go to bed and Chelsea goes to bed.
Then you turn it down. Ian told us the one day it was.
Do you
what was
do it
it?
from your phone? Do you have like one of those smart thermostats?
Not now. We're in the apartment now.
Yeah.
So, what was it the one day? What was it in your house? 85?
It was 86 in my apartment the one day. Or no.
At
not
the house. It
apartment,
was at the house.
It was when we were moving.
That's a structure fire.
I was literally livid.
I wouldn't go in the house if my house was 86. I'm like, Liz,
Get the kids.
I'd be like, listen to me right now.
Get the kids, Liz.
I'm
it's so nice
I walk
out.
in and the house is 86. I go, listen,
I just moved.
listen to me. You have 2 hours to get it to my desired temperature, or I'm not
Call
coming
the
back.
Fire department.
I'm not coming back until this house is what I want it to be. And dinner better be on the fucking table when I get home.
Right.
Or I'm not coming back. 72.
I
You
don't
have 2 hours.
understand the
Figure it out.
like.
Go on. The thermostat? Are you still on this?
Yeah. So
You seem really stressed.
I am really stressed. So the
lie detector
excuse
stressed.
that I get
Says you're
a lot of times of why it's so freaking hot in the house. It's not about like, oh, I wanted some fresh air. Or like that one I get.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Especially like when you have a few hot weeks in the summer and you're living in nothing but AC. You get a
You know,
mid
breeze.
70s day. You
Sometimes
want to open the
You
windows.
gotta change the air in the house, right?
Totally fine with
get
that.
the windows
Totally
open.
understand that perspective. Even if it gets a little bit hotter, if you get a little breeze going, cool. What I don't love is our electric bill is going to be insane. Fuck that. I climbed to the top of the food chain as a human being.
The top of the AC chain.
I am in control of this goddamn thermostat.
No, but and I say that as a joke, but I'm kind of serious. Like I don't understand. Like that is more of a priority than literally anything else. Like I don't want to hear about okay, stop going to Target for 1 week.
Yeah.
We can cover the expenses for the rest of the month.
Yeah.
Like give me some freaking AC. I want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
When it comes to that kind of stuff, the electric
Breathe, bro.
and the water and those types of things, they're not going to
you wanna talk
fluctuate.
about
They're not going to put you.
Why is it that every single morning when everyone leaves, I got to go around and turn every freaking light in the house off?
You're well-
But we're
yes.
going to bitch about a couple degrees on the.
I made a video
thermostat.
of the
I
the
know.
freaking lights.
So good.
I just realized how dad you guys are. Wow.
I'm not hearing that shit about electricity when all the lights are on at all times. I'm turning off lights constantly.
Every light
Got to make that video.
Yeah, that's a video we have to make. We're making a music video.
You should just install like motion sensing lights.
Hmm.
$1 million idea.
I don't know if it's that. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's
I mean,
already a
it's
thing.
It's been made,
It's been made, but
normalize
how
it?
cool? Yeah, how cool.
Yeah.
So you have to worry about.
How long does it take till they turn off, though? Because that's my question.
Oh, here we go.
Because if those goddamn kids leave the bedroom and those lights are still on,
Steve's like, I'm returning this back to Lowe's.
it's been exactly 5 minutes since they left the room and the lights are still on. So
Well, I'll never see that 3 cents again.
This is garbage.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I never understood it. My dad used to yell all the time. Turn the fucking lights off.
Now you get it. Now you get it.
And now I do get it. And mine isn't about the expense of it.
Yeah.
It just seems ridiculous to leave lights on in the room.
Have you guys seen the...
You're not using
nobody's
it.
in there.
Nobody's in there. Turn it off.
I get it.
Dude, my kids leave in the morning, and mornings are chaotic, right? Get
yeah.
the kids ready to school, get them out, and like I'm lucky, Chelsea takes the kids to school. I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, but the lights
Then
are
I go
on.
back upstairs to go take a shower, and not only are the lights on, but the sound machines are on, and
I have a routine every morning. I go into every bedroom when I wake up, and I shut off every night light in the sound machine.
Night lights
as
are
soon as I get in there, like turn everything off.
You guys...
And I need one light
I have a
in the
question.
kitchen. That's
I
it.
have a question.
Yeah, Ian.
So
Sound machines?
Yeah, for the sound machines. Sound machines are great.
Oh, they're phenomenal.
So I don't know if you know about sound machines. I don't know why you would.
You need to get one.
But even for yourself, fantastic.
Yeah.
Put you right to sleep.
You want a perfect example of that? Go ahead. Sorry.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
When you
No
turn
need.
off the sound machine, how do you do it?
What do you mean?
So sound machine is there.
Uh-huh.
I assume it has like
5
several
different
buttons on there.
Oh yeah, so
What is
and it
this,
has
an
it has
iPad
5
or
different
something?
sounds.
Mm-hmm.
And I know exactly how many times I have to push the button to turn it off.
Okay, so we have the same type of
Yes.
mechanism. Like I have to press it like 7 times.
You go
Yeah,
and you know the
and then it
last
goes
sound
off.
and then as soon as you hit that last sound it's off. And I'm done.
I love my wife.
Uh-oh.
You know how she turns off the
This
sound
is-
machine?
She unplugs it?
This is going into a
She
dark-
unplugs it?
She unplugs the whole fucking thing.
What does that do to it?
It's just annoying because you have to plug it back in.
Oh, okay.
Or is it on a dresser?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sam's
So
plug
you
is
move the dresser.
yeah, and plug it back in. So you know what? So sometimes
She takes the time to move the fucking thing and unplug it, but can't hit the button 7 times.
I know. I see. It's such a habit for me. So Sam's lights. He has like one under his
She's probably talking to
scoreboard.
Liz right now.
The LED lights underneath the scoreboard. So that's a
Yeah.
remote. So I hit that one, and then I go over and hit the button 7 times, and it's off. And I know it. It's such a habit that I could do it sleeping.
Yeah. It's not that difficult.
Chelsea's probably talking to Liz right now. Like, yeah, get this.
Yeah.
I unplug it.
Again.
And Liz is like, that's such a good idea. I'm gonna do that on Monday, and I will flip the fucking
I
dresser
told
over.
them to take the trash out on Tuesday.
Oh, guess what? Trash is still there.
Wednesday morning, guess who's still in the house? Mr. Trash Bag.
So I unplugged that shit.
So I unplugged this shit.
The sound machines, Marco. You guys want a perfect
they're
example of a sound machine?
Yeah.
The kids weren't even home last night. Liz walks into Sam's room, turns on the sound machine.
Really?
It's waves.
Oh, she likes it?
We both do.
It's so
The
good.
kids weren't even in the house
so
last night. We
good.
had it on last night.
Can't
Yeah.
you just like play like a YouTube video or something like that? Or
Yeah, I'll just keep my phone on YouTube all night. Who's this guy?
Moneybags McGee over here.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't have kids.
Wow.
Sorry, guys.
He doesn't
sorry.
have kids.
Yeah,
Have
that's
you
true.
guys seen the viral video of this guy who is, it's Christmas time, and he hands his wife all these presents? They're empty boxes. She opens them up. It's the water bill. It's the electric bill. He's
I
like,
have
yes.
seen that.
Yeah, I paid that.
Yeah.
So you could talk to your friends about how you live in a house with lights, electricity, and heat, and food.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. It probably doesn't end
No chance it ends well.
well, but it's a funny
It's so
video.
good.
Yeah, it is funny.
And she's like, I swear to God, if this is another fucking bill. Funny.
It's a good move.
That is a good video.
It's a bold
It's
move.
classic.
Yeah, I
Get you
figured,
killed in your sleep.
figured you dads would like that.
We do. Yeah. Well, thank you, Marco.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming onto the show tonight. Thanks for interrupting our episode
Yeah.
and
You know, I
making
was
us.
in the neighborhood.
Thanks for making us stop, set up, we completely reset everything
Yeah.
for you.
You guys did it in like 5 seconds flat.
Yeah, we're good.
You guys are
We're very
pretty good.
efficient.
Really, it's all Steve. Steve's good. At
Not
it.
true.
He knows.
He's got those forearms.
Yeah.
Like he knows.
You guys have forearms too.
What? Oh my God.
Good job.
No, that's really
But
cool
you
that you
got like
stop by.
Popeye arms, man.
We love people stopping by.
We do. We love people. We love the
Normally,
fans.
they just like make faces at us through
Yeah.
the window.
Like, oh my God, what are they recording in there?
Oh my God! There's like a radio show going on or something.
Talking down.
Stacy, look, there's guys in there. There's just
gee.
they have
Those are
microphones.
fathers I can
Should we
tell.
flash them or nah? We should.
They do.
You know how many bras hit the window all the time?
It's like crazy, bro.
How do you guys even open the door to get out with all those bras like in the way?
It's, you know,
and all the fans and
got a
shit.
push broom in the
It's like
back.
TRL back there, dude. Like we will open the door and there are people pounding on the windows. They're like, oh, you want to hear like Britney Spears? I'm like, well, it's not a radio show, but we have a lot of fans.
Lots of fans.
Is that Carson?
Hey, speaking of a lot of fans, bro.
Hey,
Big
congratulations.
milestone the other day.
Yes, sir.
Oh, 10K.
10K.
That's a lot of
kinda
people.
cool.
Yeah, that's a lot of years.
I mean, it's been like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Ears.
been-
Ears.
Oh, ears.
Ears,
Yeah, yeah.
ears.
It's
Oh,
like
these
20K ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 20K ears.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's
Isn't that
20K
crazy?
ears. Bro.
Yeah, ears.
Well, give or take. I mean,
We don't know if there's.
there could be some like hearing
You
loss
know,
on one side or something. But
true.
no, it's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Is that what platform is that on?
So across all platforms, audio only.
That's all.
So it doesn't include any
podcasts.
YouTube or anything like that. It's just
okay.
like so.
So it's probably like fucking way more than that.
It's gotta be like close to a mill.
Yeah, easy. No, it's so yeah, through all of the directories that we're listed on.
Buzzsprouts though? Is that?
Buzzsprout? Yeah. Yeah, that's what we use. But yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Like we the crazy thing is since end of June we were at like 4,000.
Yeah, dude. Like in the last few months, it's been like, boom.
Do you think the quarantine did help out at all?
Because
or-
that started in like February, March, right? So
It just might be because it's growing, and I don't know if more people have caught on or something like
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah.
our numbers have definitely shot up.
I think you guys are starting to snowball. So keep it going. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. We appreciate
It's
that.
been a lot of
Yeah.
fun. And
I
it's
love-
exciting to see. And
I love watching you. I love watching the journey.
yeah,
You know, and unravel and
you're
being
big-
part
big-
and being
big-
part of the journey.
big part of the
is
reason we
also-
started the
is
journey.
also
That's true. It's all due
Really
to you,
the
buddy.
reason we started the journey.
As soon as
if we're being honest.
It's an excuse to have fun with my friends.
You know, it's funny. As soon as you opened up your studio, it was like, all right, let's get in there. No idea what the fuck we're doing, but we're gonna have somebody come in. Let's have Perry
Yeah.
in, and we'll just sit down and figure it out. And from day one, we kept the same type of everything. So
Yeah.
it's been, I mean, minus the whole having notes and like figuring out like our
Right.
talking points.
Yeah,
but
no, we've definitely gotten better. We've
for
we've
sure.
figured out
But
our
it was
process.
like, but day one, it was like, let's just do it,
yeah,
and we did.
Yeah.
So thank you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when you guys opened that place up and you had like a kickoff party. Or
Yeah, that was a
launch
lot of
party.
fun.
Yeah.
And we went in there with no intentions of like we had. I think at that point
We
had talked
talked
doing
about what we were
stuff.
gonna do, and Marco had known that we were talking about stuff too,
Yeah.
because we were hanging out in the basement. You and Newbert were over.
Yeah, yeah.
And we were doing like we were just sitting there trying to like come up with ideas of what to do. And you're like, it was a cat and nat thing. We were trying to
Yeah,
do what they were
yeah.
doing, like the whole like being in a car ride and
Right.
like like just being funny and doing
Yep.
random shit. We're like, let's try to do that, but scripted, and we didn't know what the hell we were doing. And then it kind of like just figured out, let's do the podcast and see
Yeah.
where it goes. And here we are.
You know, it's gonna be crazy looking at this podcast from a year from now.
Yeah,
And talking about,
yeah.
wow, how much we've changed, how
excited
have we
were.
grown,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
what's different. Yeah,
Right.
it's always developing into something new almost
Right.
every single time you guys come on the show.
For sure.
That's 100% true, and it's crazy how
Kind of riding that
there's
wave.
like there's just like pockets, like it's a few months at a time where it's up or it's down, and from the beginning we tried not to get too into like the numbers of it.
It's hard
But,
not
like,
to,
these
though.
last couple months have been like hard to not look at them.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Just been
It's,
blowing up.
it's hard not to be proud of yourself.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you know what? There's probably a lot of people out there be like, oh my god, this is gonna be easy, but this takes a toll on your life, on time management, especially being like part of a family.
Mm-hmm.
You guys really put in the work, and it shows. I mean, and you guys deserve all 10K of those views.
Thanks, man.
Because I mean, the work that you guys do, and I know from experience, it's not an easy task.
It's not.
to do, night after night and edit after edit and
Just getting here,
topic
just being into
after
the studio and
topic
trying to
and
get into it. And
marketing and this and that and the other.
It's
and,
another-
and
it's
Well, and
another
how many
job.
things that we put out that like
spending a lot of money on all
You know
these,
what I mean?
all these
Like
toys.
you put out like stuff that just like gets nothing. Like you put all this time into filming something and editing something
yeah,
and everything else.
And you put it
just
out there, it's like, it didn't really do anything.
Oh, this is your heart and soul.
It was like, that's cool. Next. It's like, oh, I thought it was awesome. Guess not.
But that's not the reason why you guys got on.
No,
the reason why you
100%
guys got on, because this is somewhat of a space just to talk,
Bro,
right?
it's a therapy session.
It's a therapy session. It's a session where you get to, make friends with strangers.
We've done that, man. We've
meet new people,
connected with a lot of people,
and reconnect with some of your old pals, right? Which is great. And you guys are learning and teaching new fathers out there, or existing fathers, new tricks.
Always learning.
Yeah.
So it's such a great organism that you guys are creating here.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, it's beneficial for sure for others and ourselves.
Yeah.
We take a lot from this, so
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun.
So much fun. We'll see what happens in the next 18 months.
Yeah.
Well, cheers
Be
to that.
interesting to see.
Oh,
For sure. So thanks, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
well.
Marco, you got anything that you want to shout out or plug before we sign off for the evening?
I'll just, I'm going to shout out the barbershop, book, get in, stay fresh, markyfresh.com. Just go right to our website, book. It's simple, like 3 steps. You make your appointment, you come in, you get a fresh haircut or a beard trim, and you go on with your day. You're not wasting hours, waiting around at a barbershop. That appointment system is pretty
really
convenient.
great.
It's phenomenal.
It is.
And you get to, hang out with a few cool barbers that, really love their work. And, it's about it. MarkyFresh.com. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, the whole 9 yards. Check us out. Thank you so much.
everything.
Thanks for having me, guys. Love you.
Yep.
Love you too,
Appreciate
buddy.
it, man. Thanks for coming. Thanks for randomly coming in.
Yeah.
Appreciate
I'm
it.
sorry that the club wasn't open.
Yeah, Bruco. Yeah. No,
Yeah, I mean,
it's
sorry to get to
crazy
see the
that
band,
night,
dude. Disco Inferno is pretty phenomenal. They're big around here, so
Yeah.
you win some, you lose some.
Yeah. All the Cougars got that.
Steve, you got anything?
Single. I'm good, buddy.
All right. Well, thanks again, Marco, for coming on. If you haven't
My
already,
pleasure.
make sure you check out the Talking Dads on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, the Twitter. Subscribe on your favorite podcast app. We are everywhere and clearly getting the downloads. So
Yes, sir.
keep them coming because it's been a lot of fun over the last few months.
And don't touch their thermostat.
Oh, yeah. Don't do that.
Don't
either.
fuck with the thermostat, dude. Turn the lights off. Please turn the lights off.
But
Public
yeah,
service
do all that
announcement.
kind of stuff. Share it with your friends. Make sure you get the word out because we're having a lot of fun with this and we're going to keep on going. And in the meantime,
Raise good humans. Thank you. Peace. Hey guys, if you love what you just heard or watched, and we know you did, do us a solid and hit that thumbs up. Share with your friends and throw us a comment, literally about anything. Your support legit keeps us going. Oh, and don't forget to give us that 5-star rating. We really appreciate you.